Welcome, Pisces, to your energy reading for what you need to hear at this time. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything does connect, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe, it really does help me out a lot. So thank you so much for your support. Of course, we'd love to have you a part of the channel. So welcome in. Hope you are doing well. So my mic died before I tried to record the video, but sound wasn't working. So I had pulled a card for you already with this rune deck that I have for the overall energy. I will move into the tarot next for deeper messages for you, Pisces. I'm a Pisces moon, by the way. Maybe you connect with that. Definitely check out your sun, moon, rising sign. It gives you a bigger picture. If you're like, what is that? I don't know. It's just different placements in your astrological chart. So maybe you look up your astrological chart and it will tell you where all the planets were and their positions and everything. It gives you more in-depth astrology having to do with your birth and what signs apply to you. But just something to think about if you're called to it. Definitely check those out. But you do have Jera here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I don't have all the names memorized. I probably should work on that. But yeah, this is talking about cycles, time, prosperity, rewards, and represented by a harvest. What I was feeling, it's like these two symbols here. It's almost like less and greater than, but there's like a coming together similar to like puzzle pieces. So it kind of makes me feel like things are falling into place or things are aligning perfectly in divine timing. Like, some sort of divine orchestration here is at play for you, Pisces, having to do with like this cycle of your life. Like it's time for you to experience prosperity and getting rewards for all that you have put out there. And I love this because I'm about ready for mine too. I don't know about you, Pisces, but it's been a long journey, and the North Node has just shifted from Pisces into Aquarius energy. And I believe the Pisces North Node was the North Node was in Pisces for the last 15 years. I was hearing. You'll have to look into that. Don't quote me on that. Hopefully that's accurate. But I just feel like there has been a very long, like years and years of a journey. And maybe wondering when you're going to get your good karma back. Like when are you going to be able to live your life and enjoy your harvest, to be able to live the life that you want to live, to be or have whatever it is that you have wanted for such a very long time. But you're such a powerhouse when it comes to spirituality and your emotions and being able to integrate and being able to transmute and being able to find that balance and also connection with spirit to help you through, help empower you, help keep you feeling good in your mind, body, and soul as best as you can with the circumstances that you've been involved with. So I just want to say, Pisces, that this is a time where it feels like some better times are ahead for you and things are truly aligning for you. And I want to say too, especially with the divine timing aspect of things, like everything happens when it's supposed to. I know that's not usually like the best or the rainbows and sunshine kind of message you may want to hear, but I'm not saying you necessarily need rainbows and sunshine, but it's like, shit, I want to have at least more than my basic needs met. Like I want to be fulfilled and I want to be happy, but it's also understanding that yes, you're doing your work, but it's also understanding that the universe is doing its work to align everything in the way that is going to bring about the best journey for you. It's just really being able to align with that. But if you're not aligned with it, then you won't recognize the path, or you may be out of alignment with it, which can cause a lot of that sadness, frustration, disappointment, which you're not alone in. Like so many of us do that no matter what sign you are. Like sometimes we're so focused on how life has been or how it's been treating us, and usually in a not so positive way. So it's easy to get stuck there, especially being sensitive and empathetic as Pisces are. It really takes that courage and that strength and emotional intelligence and spiritual connection to really overcome adversity. And even if it's like years or like decades of, challenges, it's also having that trust and faith and spirit that it's all for something and not for nothing, and that it's not just something that's happening to you but for you. Easier said than done, I know, to like maybe accept or recognize, but trying to like change your perspective about it. I want to see, I feel like there's another card here for you, Pisces. What else is coming up in the overall energy? Okay, here we go. Kanaz, vision, revelation, knowledge, inspiration, and torch. Do you see what I am saying here? This is exactly what I'm saying, especially with vision and revelation. That's why I'm saying, like, even with, all of it, honestly, it's like the torch is lighting the way. You are lighting the way. Your spiritual connection is lighting the way. Your emotional intelligence, your empathy is guiding your way. And there is something here about like a revelation that is coming through. And sometimes we kick ourselves because it's like, why didn't I think of that before? Or why was something that was right in front of my face not so obvious before? But it's kind of like that saying rose-colored glasses, but you can label it to like, pain colored glasses, anger colored glasses, frustration colored glasses, whatever emotion or situation that you've been dealing with that has really kept you feeling like you're in the dark, or that things are being hidden from you, or makes you feel like the universe isn't listening, or that you're alone in this and that you're not being guided and supported. My throat is getting even a little hoarse right now, which is weird. There's something about your throat chakra, something about truth, and it can also talk about be related to this knowledge and inspiration and how you are expressing yourself, but also what your beliefs are. My nose is itching really strongly now too. And this is a sign for me, Pisces, if you haven't seen me before. As an empath reader myself, I get physical sensations during my readings, which are different messages. So I'm like getting itching here. So my nose is itching and my ear was itching. So with my nose, that's a representation for me, letting me know that you are spiritually guided. There's a loved one on the other side that wants to come through and say hello to you, that they're with you, guiding you and supporting you. I heard very clearly in my mind, grandmother, hello to my Nana. Hopefully she's around. Yeah. And then my face starts itching. Hey, Nana. Maybe you have a Nana, grandmother, mother, a feminine nurturing energy. This won't be for everyone, obviously, but and it doesn't have to be just a grandmother or a female figure. It could be someone that comes up in your heart, in your mind, and maybe you're seeing signs, synchronicities around. Definitely pay attention to those, because that is communication from spirit. Maybe that's part of this revelation here, or inspiration, that you are being guided by spirit through your clarity to this new cycle at the perfect time, in order to reap your harvest, in order to manifest and allow in these things that have been at your doorstep all along. It's only been your energy that has kept it away. And I know, again, sometimes that can feel like, so it's my fucking fault? Like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? It's not so much of like blaming. It's just, it's understandable. It's actually very natural being a human in this type of like time and society of life. So that's why I'm saying, like, you're not alone in this. We all have fallen victim to society and conditioning and ways of looking at life. And especially if you've let life have its way with you, instead of being able to like really implement the spiritual lessons. Again, we're all guilty of it to an extent. So don't feel bad when I'm saying that. I just am trying to say that, sometimes when we do have these realizations, it's like, for example, like if you lose something, like you lose your keys and you can't find it, you look everywhere for it, and then you just, you focus on something else, and then you get an inspiration to go look in a certain place, and then you go look in that place, and there they are. And it's like, how the hell were they here this whole time? And maybe you looked and looked and looked, and maybe even looked in that place and still didn't see it, because energy is that powerful. Our minds are that powerful. And because of free will, the universe cannot force anything upon us. It's only attracted. Holy shit. And then I look at the bottom and there's Fehu. This is a beautiful rune talking about abundance, luck, fulfillment, good fortune, and wealth. I claim this for us Pisces. Put down below, I claim wealth and abundance and my rewards, however you want to say it. But this is beautiful. I'm telling you, all of this is happening for a reason, and the time is here for you to claim your blessings. It's time to claim your blessings, Pisces. And I feel like there's going to be opportunities that present themselves. I feel like a new cycle is about to unfold for a lot of you Pisces. Oh, and I was going to say too, because like my face is starting to itch again. My ear was itching too, which tells me about like something about your spiritual communication, like listening or paying attention to signs, synchronicities, music, certain things that call to, or speak to your heart. And it's like that felt like that meant something. It's because it did. Don't discount those things. And also don't discount like what you are picking up on psychically, intuitively. You could be hearing things, having visions, like it could be all kinds. You could have physical sensations like I do, where you just like pick up things physically. So there's all kinds of different ways to channel and pick up on spirit. So pay attention to that. I'm also getting to, because I sometimes get this too, you may smell things for some of you Pisces. Type down below in the comments. Let me know what your spiritual gift is. I think that would be such a cool thing for Pisces. So I want to connect with you guys, and I want to hear what's going on with you. So definitely comment down below if you want to share what your gifts are and maybe how you connect with spirit, because I'd be interested to hear. But hopefully all that made sense. That was pretty deep for the overall energy, but hey, I go with the flow here. And that's what you're being called to do as well. Don't be hard on yourself around this time. But let's see, what is the overall energy here? 8 of Cups, yeah. So there's something here again about, especially with the cycle energy, of course, with the new cycle, before that is maybe an ending for some of you. So maybe there has been some sort of ending of a cycle. This could be having to do with relationships. It doesn't have to be, or just anything that has been emotionally unfulfilling, disappointing, that has not given you what you deserve. Like maybe you've put a lot of time, energy into it, trying to see like if things would work. But I think your intuition has always spoken very clearly to you, letting you know of like what feels off, or, you know, yeah, my face is itching very strongly. So it's like, Spirit is really coming through to communicate with you that you're not alone. I mean, even in this card, the moon is there, which is a representation in this card of following your intuition. Even though you may not know where this next path is going to lead, you don't know when your prosperity is going to come in, but you also know, wow. And then the Magician at the bottom of the deck, this is Virgo, Gemini energy. We just stepped into, or we are tomorrow or today. I don't know what day it is anymore, but definitely something here about stepping into Virgo season is going to be very empowering to you, because guess what? This is a 1 card. It's right there. It's hard to see, but this is a 1 card, which is a new beginning after leaving a person, place, or thing or situation that has not been fulfilling and does not match your wish fulfillment. Holy shit, the High Priestess. This is the number 2 card. So this is a progression. Not like, I'm just telling you Pisces, my face is itching like crazy. I'm really trying not to itch it, but it's like so much. There's so much of your spiritual connection that is guiding you and supporting you and coming through to empower you, to remind you that you have all the power inside of you. It's like what Jesus said, heaven is inside of you. It's not a place in the sky. You know, heaven is us. We are God in human form, believe it or don't. But I think you know this because you are, like, Pisces rules the 12th house in astrology, which is all about spirituality. And so the High Priestess coming up with the Magician is like, I've got the power, and you are able to see through any type of facade. You're able to see beyond the veil. when you are connected and when you are aligned. It's only when you are out of alignment, when you are out of whack in your energy and your emotions, where you are not able to see clearly, or see clearly, however you want to say it or look at it. But wow, blessing. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, there's something here you haven't seen that is going to come about. And it may be in Virgo season, which is the last part of August, beginning of September. But I'm telling you that this walking away is, whether this is something that you chose to do, or maybe it felt like you were forced to, or something happened to you, know that it is part of your calling, because you also have the Judgment card. This is a synchronicity of 1010, which also is a confirmation of this message of an ending and new beginning. But the new beginning brings about this empowerment, and I'm hearing enrichment in my mind. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but also like a stronger belief and like anchoring, or like intertwining, and like what's a better word? I'm like getting intertwining, but like integration. You're integrating, like a download, this newfound sense of power, and also hearing this call mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, the call will come in many different ways, but also this card too talks about this death, this loss. This is Scorpio energy. So I don't know if you have Scorpio in your chart. Dealing with one doesn't have to be, again, you could have Gemini, Virgo, other water signs, Cancer possibly as well, because the High Priestess is represented by water signs as well. But wow, I mean, these are big cards. And again, it's so interesting. The bottom of the deck just keeps speaking to me, and I'll leave it at this last card. But it's almost like the Two of Swords here too is like, maybe not really fully seeing the way forward or what the hell is going on. But again, you have the Moon here, which is a representation of your intuition. So it's like trusting in your intuition and walking by faith, not by sight. She's blinded. So you are, and which is funny because my eye has just been kind of bothering me and itching really badly. And so it's just such a huge confirmation of something that you have not been seeing, or it could be a representation of things coming to light, or you being able to trust in your knowing, like moving forward anyways, even though maybe on the physical it looks like, oh, I don't know if this is the right decision or a way to move forward. What comes through too is like what I was saying before, like this long journey that you have been on, Pisces, where it's like you've always wondered, like, how the fuck when am I ever going to like be happy and be in a place of where I'm wanting to be, and have this cycle and clarity of stability and security and abundance and prosperity, and get my luck, get my fulfillment. Like where's my stuff? Where's my blessings? But it's like the universe is leading you to that. And it's just like what I was going to say too, especially with the Two of Swords. It's like you continuing to move forward all this time because you knew deep down that you were meant for this. You just didn't know when it was going to happen. But yeah, holy shit, my nose is like on fire. I'm so sorry for itching my face so much. But you know how it is when you got like something that itches really bad. It's like nearly impossible to not try to scratch it. But this is such a beautiful reading, Pisces. I'm just telling you, like, Spirit is lighting the way. It's only up to you whether you follow it or move forward or not. But I feel like you will, to be honest, because it's like, this energy of the Judgment card, this is the calling from the universe, from Spirit. And especially being a Pisces, and being this high priestess, and how evolved you are at this point. It's like, it would be ridiculous not to. Like, it's kind of hard for Pisces to like hold themselves in a certain place, because our intuition, our emotions are so powerful. It's like, when we have this strong knowing of what we're meant to do, be, or have, or move towards, whatever it is, it's like there's not really much at all that can hold us back from that. of course you have free will and you can choose that, but it's really hard to do that. So I hope all of this was making sense, but I'm telling you, I feel like this Virgo season is going to be very empowering for a lot of the Pisces. So we have the Seven of Wands coming through here. So it's understandable where maybe you feel a little bit overwhelmed right now with everything that has been going on, and still working through challenges that you have had in the past. Maybe you feel overwhelmed even with your past, even with, well, your past. I just said that. I don't know why I said that again. I was going to say, there's just something really strong about your past. I feel like that could be part of this defensiveness. It's like, being in that low vibe energy, which I'm burping now, which is a confirmation of healing. This is a part of this excuse me, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but it's coming through strongly. And this is another sign for me, letting me know that there is healing and maybe even triggers that could be coming up. Maybe that's why I said past instead of what I was going to say. Sometimes spirit literally speaks through me. Like I'll literally be about to say a completely different word, and spirit will come through and have me say something different. So there's always a purpose for that. But I'm just saying there's something very strongly coming up in regards to your past, that has, like, let me see, where's the other card? Everything's a mess over here. Your past has really did a number on you. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you've had a lot of people either coming at you all the time. It could be family, friends, coworkers, like society in general, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're not really sure how to move forward, not really feeling emotionally fulfilled and satisfied, not just wanting to maybe sometimes check out, which is completely understandable, being as sensitive as you are, Pisces. But it's time to stop fighting. It's time to let go, and yes, of course, protect yourself. I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself if you need to, but at the same time, don't let your triggers, don't let your past hold you back from being awakened and being empowered. Like, again, with this Magician card coming through, don't block spirit's support and guidance that is trying to help you step into this higher vibrational power so that you can create the life that you're wanting to live, but to also allow in, all these blessings that are trying to come through for you. All this beautiful energy. But it's like first being able to learn the lessons that you have had to experience. And granted, I feel like, you could have learned the lessons, but maybe not have implemented the tools, or again moved forward, using your spiritual knowledge, using all the tools that you have available to you, because it's like, maybe you have had this calling happen for a while and you just haven't answered it, but you're stepping into strength. You're going to step into this. It's just a matter of time. That's why I'm saying there's something here about divine timing. Of course, you have free will, but these blessings are always going to be available to you in this life. So don't feel like, oh, it's been 10, 15, 20 years, like it's all gone now. Like, no, the universe is like all the time, 24/7, flowing these blessings of like they don't go away, because they're already manifested in spirit. It's just about us. We're the ones that get in the way of our own manifestations because of that energy of sadness, disappointment, loss, being in survival, having to defend ourselves, not really trusting our intuition, things like that. I think that was it. Yeah, because I was like, why am I shuffling still? Because that was all the cards. But maybe that's spirit saying this is a good time to stop it here. I think I've basically said as much as I can about this. Just be easy on yourself around this time, Pisces. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, and trust that you are stepping into a cycle of empowerment, spiritual clarity, and being more in alignment to allow these blessings to come into your life. So get ready. Get excited too. feel better as best as you can, and do that healing work so you can let go of what's been, stuck in your energy and blocking these blessings. But you know what to do. Hopefully this helped and made sense for you, Pisces. If it did, if you don't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, again, it really does help out a lot. If you would like to donate or book a reading with me, you can do so through my link tree, which is down below in the description box. Thank you for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day.